Well, hello everyone. Hi. Welcome to Starry Tarot. Um, and oh, thank you so much, Maurice, for your donation, hon. I appreciate that. Hi E, how are you doing? Hope you're having a nice Sunday. Hope everyone's having a wonderful Sunday. Um, And I hope, I think, I mean, the internet speed's really fast today. Hi, Maurice. How are you? Long time no see. Awesome, awesome. That is what we want to hear. Thank you for letting me know. I appreciate that. Yeah, it was a total mess yesterday. And speaking of that mess, Miss Tina Rena should be coming back today. I need to finish her readings and Miss Tasha as well. So if they come into the chat, they will be added to the queue. So don't be surprised, everybody, if you see someone just added to the queue at some point in the stream. All right, let's get right on into this, Maurice. So you wanted to do an expanded reading? Okay, so you wrote down your question, okay? There's a trying time for me, and this, but I just didn't want to work over. Got you, okay. Hopefully I can read more of this message. Sometimes it cuts it off on PayPal. But let's see. Now this isn't my internet. This is just PayPal. PayPal has been taking, every time I've gone into PayPal, whenever I use the app, it takes like 27 times to log in. Do you mind posting your, oh, thank you so much. If I had just looked up, I wouldn't even have made the complaint. Okay. So, okay, tomorrow I chose to go home. Now I may encounter problems Monday. Oy vey, I'm sorry. Hi, Boomin. Welcome. I know, it has been a while. Long time no see for you, too. What do the cards see for me in July for current job and finances? Birthday is on the 15th of July. Well, happy early birthday, my friend. Remember to stop by on your birthday. Hopefully I'll be live on your birthday and you can get a reading from me for your birthday. Okay, yeah, let's ask about that specifically. Or I should say more generally. Um, and we'll see how specific things are answered. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Please, how are things going to go for Maurice in July? Job and finances. Angels, messengers, and spirits. How will Maurice's job and finances be throughout the month of July? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. How will Maurice's job and finances be for the rest of July? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What will Maurice's job and finances be like for the rest of July? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What will Maurice's job and finances be like for the rest of July? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What will Maurice's job and finances be like for the rest of July? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What will Maurice's job and finances be like for the rest of July? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What will Maurice's job and finances be like for the rest of July? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What will Maurice's job and finances be like for the rest of July? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What will Maurice's job and finances be like for the rest of July? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What will Maurice's job and finances be like for the rest of July? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What will Maurice's job and finances be like for the rest of July? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What will Maurice's job and finances be like for the rest of July? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What will Maurice's job and finances be like for the rest of July? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What will Maurice's job and finances be like for the rest of July? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What will Maurice's job and finances be like for the rest of July? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What will Maurice's job be like for the rest of July? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What will Maurice's job and finances be like for the rest of July? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What will Maurice's job and finances be like for the rest of July? Masters of Spirit Guides, helping me reach this job and finances for life for social life. Ten of Cups reversed. Four of Wands. The Moon. Queen of Wands reversed. The Magician. Gotta be precarious with these cards because I don't want them to flip all over the place. Five of Wands reversed. Ace of Cups. Ten of Wands reversed. The Sun reversed. Two of Swords reversed. Five of Cups reversed. Queen of Pentacles. Knight of Cups reversed. Six of Wands. And Two of Cups. Okay, this does not look half bad. This really does not look... I'm not getting a lot of, like, negative energy, heavy energy. And I know this job has been fraught with lots of difficulties and challenges. I've been reading for you for many, many, many years now. And I believe the last time that I read for you, I believe I had the pleasure of being able to tell you that improvements were definitely underway and coming soon. There would be, things wouldn't be without challenges at all, but a lot of the difficulties that you have been used to experiencing are going to dissipate, especially by I want to say by the end of this year. Spirit does acknowledge that things are not super rosy at this time. They're not where they should ultimately be with this Ten of Cups reversed, and they fully acknowledge that, they fully see that. But they're also saying that things are going to get less contentious at your work with like argumentation, conflicts with other colleagues, coworkers, supervisors, etc. Communication improvements. I don't see this. I think I'm not going to say that you leaving today didn't ruffle any feathers, or sorry, yesterday. I'm not going to say that it's Sunday. I'm not going to say that your leaving yesterday didn't ruffle any feathers at all, because it did a little bit. But in terms of the actual like repercussions for your actions, I'm not really seeing any punitive action towards you for that. And I'm also seeing, yeah, with this Five of Cups reversed. 1 second here, just a little bit of clarity. Yeah, that's exactly what I thought it was. I just wanted some clarity. Yeah, Five of Cups reversed is healing from a career misstep. Some kind of like oopsie that you made in your work. And not, I don't think that there's going to be any heavy ramifications, if any ramifications at all, for leaving Maurice yesterday. For the rest of the month, I see things being quite harmonious. Like literally we have like two harmony cards. We have the Two of Cups here, the Four of Wands, the happy home, the happy, and I know it's not your home, but the happy workplace, the happy union between you and your employer with this Four of Wands. I see you making extra money and certainly getting more overtime throughout the rest of the month. But stay vigilant. But also, you know, don't, without overworking yourself with this Queen of Pentacles. Queen of Pentacles is a really good balance of work, steady paid work, without overworking oneself. The Queen of Pentacles upright is, she doesn't get burnt out. She doesn't allow that to happen. She listens to her body, and she allows herself the rest she needs. And that was probably part of it, Maurice. I'm sure part of the reason why you said, but I just didn't want to. Yeah, you said you just didn't want to. You chose to go home. And I'm sure the reason was because you work all the time. like you're probably burned out, and Spirit is saying don't burn yourself out. Don't get to that point. You know, that's only going to make things, that would only make things worse. And I do see things improving for you. Not everything is going to be predicted. Not everything not everything can be predicted in terms of what's going to unfold for you in the month of July with the moon card here. But in general, with this center card right here being the 10 of Wands reverse, in general, hardships that you underwent in the past are going to dissipate over the next month. Not all of them. That would be like an overstatement for anyone to make. But a lot of them are going to dissipate. There's going to be a lot of positive changes in the workplace. But Spirit is also reminding you to always speak your voice, always speak your truth. You're an honest, hardworking guy, and they see that, they know that. But with that, you know, you also have to have your boundaries. And your boundaries are always with good intent. You're not lazy. You're hardworking. You're focused. You're diligent. You know, you've got it going on. You're hella motivated. And so whatever like boundaries that you draw, you don't make any excessive demands or any demands that are you know, beyond demands that you should make. You don't even really make a lot of demands. But in terms of like setting that boundary and not going and taking overtime, that Spirit is fully in support of that, and drawing other boundaries like that in the future. And they want to let you know, they want to let you rest assured, they want to just like have you not worry that there's not going to be any negative ramifications for this. I would be very surprised if there were. If there were, they would be very extremely minimal, and they are not going to affect your overtime potential for the rest of the month. So Spirit is really glad that you did that. It was not a stupid move by any means. Jewel, thank you so much, girl, for your donation, hun. I don't know what username you're using today. So I'm just going to type, the one I know. We all know. Hope you're doing well, sweetheart. Queen of Wands reversed, I noticed this. Don't compare your journey. Oh, it's booming! Oh, girl, I'm sorry. I was just like booming. Like I want to remember. I'll keep it real. I was not being honest with Boomin. I was pretending that I knew Boomin. I'm like, yeah, long time no see. I don't know who you are. I do. I just didn't know that name. That's hecka funny. I swear I've never seen that name before. That's so funny. I just admitted to lying. I think that's the first time I've ever like done a little fib on my channel. I was not being forthright. You called me out there. Well, I called myself out. Oh, so don't. Okay, so sorry, Maurice. So yeah, don't compare your journey to anybody else's at this time. That is really crucial with this Queen of Wands reversed. Okay, and there are going to be some times where you may, with the Moon and the Sun in reverse, very similar cards. There are going to be some times where you may feel Oh, thanks, girl. Normally, I'm more just like, what, really? I don't know if I know you. Yeah, but I was kind of rolling along. Thanks, girl. Yes, Maurice. So this Moon and Sun reversed are very similar cards. You're not going. There are going to be moments where you're going to feel in the dark from time to time over the next month, but by and large, you're going to have a lot of clarity and a lot of harmony. There's going to be a lot of victories, a lot of wins on the horizon with this Six of Wands. You are definitely like in a really special place right now, energetically, with this beautiful Magician card, one of my favorite cards. You've got everything on deck. You've got your wands, your pentacles, your swords, and your cups. You are in full control of all of those things, of every element of you, your energy, your thought processes, your finances, and your emotions are all totally in check right now. And this is a great time for you to harness that. Again, with like moments of confusion and unknowing, Two of Swords reversed, the Sun reversed, the Moon. Those were kind of the only cards I wasn't crazy about, but everything else here is just absolutely wonderful. And then finally we have this Two of Cups, which is a like complete and total harmony card, a harmonious union between you and your employer. So the rest of July looks really, really good, Maurice. I feel like I almost feel like with almost like every reading that I subsequently do for you, and I've done many over the years, I feel like every reading that I subsequently do for you regarding your job is just getting better and better and better. And I really have some really high hopes for you and your career and your finances. Um, yeah, all looking really good. All looking really good, Maurice, for the rest of the month. Yeah, don't worry about Saturday. Try your best not to let that worry you. Okay. Thank you again, Maurice. All right, Miss Angel. Sorry about that mix-up earlier. Okay, let's see. So, okay, you wanted a 15 card, an expanded reading. Did I incarnate here by choice or was I sent here? Will I suffer abuse or bullying anymore in the future? Is the worst over? Now, I know I was telling Maurice this. I love it when you guys write your questions in your PayPal donations, but PayPal's been a little bit wonky lately. Um, and like every time I try to open up this app, it's wonky McDonkey. Like I'm trying to load your question. I was just reading it, which is gone now, the window, preview window. If you could type it, girl, that would mean a lot to me because it's still loading, and oftentimes it cuts off. Thank you so much. Did you incarnate here by choice or were you sent here? Good question. Because we do have that option. Oh, now it finally loads. Okay, and the whole thing. Okay. Now I can read the whole thing. Uh, there's a couple other questions too. Did you want um okay, so you asked if you were did you want is this 3 questions? Or two, can I get 10 cards for this one? I'll donate more. Yeah, sure. Yeah, no problem. No problem. I was gonna say, because I'm seeing three very different, distinct questions here. Yeah, no problem. Absolutely. Okay. Um, Angels, Masters, and Spirit Guides. Did Angel incarnate here by choice? Or was she sent? Angels, Masters, and Spirit Guides. Did Angel incarnate here by choice? Angels, Masters, and Spirit Guides. Did Angel incarnate here by choice? Angels, Masters, and Spirit Guides. Did Angel incarnate here in this life by choice? Angels, Masters, and Spirit Guides. Did Angel incarnate here in this life by choice? Angels, Masters, and Spirit Guides. Did Angel incarnate here by choice? Angels, Masters, and Spirit Guides. Did Angel incarnate here by choice? Angels, Masters, and Spirit Guides. Did Angel incarnate here by choice? Masters and Spirit Guides and Angel incarnate here by choice. Masters and Spirit Guides and Angel incarnate here by choice. Masters and Spirit Guides and Angel incarnate here by choice. Masters and Spirit Guides and Angel incarnate here by choice. Masters and Spirit Guides and Angel incarnate here by choice. Masters and Spirit Guides and Angel incarnate here by choice. Masters and Spirit Guides and Angel incarnate here by choice. Two of Pentacles. I wasn't still thinking of vengeance, but it was difficult for me to move past wanting it in the past. I hate to say that because I've never been vindictive before. Sorry to creep you out. That doesn't creep me out at all. No, I think we all have those moments where we feel some kind of need to exact vindication in some way. It's our way of getting justice when there perhaps wasn't justice, or there wasn't enough. Two of Pentacles, Six of Cups reversed. Girl, I don't think there's anything you could do or say that would creep me out. I'm very, very open-minded woman. Six of Swords reversed, and I love you. Six of Pentacles reversed. The Chariot. Ten of Wands reversed. Three of Swords. Nine of Swords reversed. Nine of Pentacles reversed. And Ten of Cups reversed. I think you were sent here, girl. I definitely think that you were sent here. I don't think that you incarnated here by your own choice. I'm immediate, because I asked if you incarnated, you know, if you chose to incarnate. I didn't ask if you were sent here, but as opposed to seeing like she didn't incarnate, I'm seeing, well, I am seeing energies of that, but I'm seeing so many, like, for example, the Chariot, this Ten of Cups reversed. This shows forward motion in a chariot, in some kind of vehicle, some kind of angelic vehicle, that you weren't driving. You were the passenger. And there's also, we've got both the Six of Cups reversed and the Ten of Cups reversed. These are both reversed family cards. I feel like your ancestral spirits sent you. I do not think that you made the choice this time. And that's something I've never really given too much thought towards. And actually, to be honest, yeah, it's something I never give too much thought towards. I kind of just always assume that people only incarnate when they choose, but that's not true. There are certain souls that are sent here. And I've always felt that. But when I do my past life regression, I always just am in that mindset. And so I'm grateful that you asked this question, because it's definitely something I need to like have in my mind. Is, yeah, not all of us choose to be here, or choose to be reincarnated again. Yeah, because the life that you had prior to was very difficult. I don't know if we've done a past life about your prior life, but it was fraught with difficulties and lots of pain and lots of disappointments. And yeah, you were stuck. You were stuck. You were scared. Nine of Swords reversed. Not only were you stuck, Six of Swords reversed, but you were scared. Nine of Swords reversed. And your ancestral spirit guides and your angels, we can choose to not be here too, I guess. Well, that's always what I felt too, Phyllis, is if you've passed on and you don't want to reincarnate, you have that choice not to. But I suppose some people are, at a certain point, some spirits might be forced to move on. I do recall you saying that when I got a past life reading. Yeah. So I did do a past life reading for you, and it was very, very difficult. Yeah. I think I vaguely remember some of the details. I don't know how many details you remember, but yeah, you were stuck and you were scared. And you were not on board with those who sent you. There were disagreements with the Six of Pentacles reversed and Nine of Pentacles reversed. Your idea of home was upstairs, was not here. Yeah, you were definitely, and it took like some, I don't want to say some manipulation, but definitely they tried coercing you, but that didn't do anything. They tried for a long time. You said I was like a poor serf who got injured. Oh, damn, that's crazy, because I gave a reading to Phyllis, I believe, the other night that was somewhat similar. It was like it was like a groundskeeper, and they got injured. She like lost part of her finger. That she was a guy in that life. Anyway, yeah, no, that's wild. Thank you for reminding me of that too. But yeah, no, to answer your question, You did not. You were sent here. You were sent here by your ancestral guides and your angels. They do know what's best for you, and there is something. There is a reason. We're all here for a reason. If you're breathing air and you are living here, you are here for a reason. And you are definitely here for a reason. Everyone is, but you were sent here for a specific reason, and it was like for your own. It was for your. Excuse me. It was for your greatest good, love. It was for your greatest good. I didn't want to believe it, but I kept hearing that somebody's souls are manipulated coming to Earth for energy farm. No! 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 First of all, I've never heard that, and B, I don't believe that. Energy farming? No, I don't believe that for 1 second. That's not part of my beliefs. I mean, you can believe whatever you want to believe. I can't tell y'all what to believe. But that is not what I have been told. From my intel. Very far from it. No, you're here for a very good reason. Not just for your good, but for the greater good. For like the good of this planet. I've come to accept being here as ghetto as it is. Why is it? I don't like that. I don't like using that word for two different connotations. But why is it? Why is it that way? Like you mean like dusty? Like what do you mean? You're hella welcome, girl. We're not done. We ain't done here. Still got more. Sorry about that. Okay, so I had people just don't learn. They're so low vibrational. Oh, I'm so sorry. 1 second. Okay, great. Can you go ahead and post your next question, Angel? Hi, you just did, Wendy. Oh my god. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, girl. Let me add you to the list here. Will I suffer abuse or bullying anymore in the future, or is the worst over? Angels, masters, and spirit guides, will angels suffer abuse or bullying in the future? Angels, masters, and spirit guides, will angels suffer abuse or bullying again in the future? Angels, masters, and spirit guides, will angels suffer abuse or bullying again in the future? Angels, masters, and spirit guides, will angels suffer abuse or bullying again in the future? Angels, masters, and spirit guides, will angel experience abuse or bullying again in the future. Ancient masters and spirit guides, will angel experience abuse or bullying again in the future? Ancient masters and spirit guides, will angel experience abuse or bullying again in the future? Ancient masters and spirit guides, will angel experience bullying or abuse again in the future? Ancient masters and spirit guides, will angel experience abuse or bullying again in the future? Ancient masters and spirit guides, will angel experience abuse or bullying again in the future? I received messages I'm supposed to be in the public eye at some point. I'm scared of this because I'm worried that everyone, from my assistant to my manager to internet trolls, will bully me. It's just hard to be taken seriously as a human when neurodivergent. But I'm sure you know the sob story that comes with that, so I won't elaborate. Oh yeah, hi Philomena, welcome. Yeah, no, I'm ADHD, so I'm technically, neurodivergent myself, and it's yeah, no, I definitely. And honestly, like up until now, like I'd never really seen that correlation before, or at least I had seen it, but I hadn't recognized the correlation. Let's see here. We have 2 of Cups reversed, 3 of Pentacles, the Star reversed, Death reversed, and 5 of Pentacles. Okay. Okay, I really don't like this question. I'm gonna be honest. I just don't like this question. Oh, you want this to be 10 cards? Okay. Did you send an additional 777, Liv? Because you donated for 15. Yeah, we can just do 5. So what I'm seeing here is, so I don't like this question in general, just because abuse, sadly, and bullying are always possibilities because people are, as you mentioned, low vibrational and toxic. Oh, you did! Oh my goodness, I am so sorry. I am so sorry. So wait, so you have, okay, so we did, you donated 15, so you have another 10 cards. Did you want to add 5 to this, then? Because I gotta be honest, I would like a little bit more clarity for this question, because I'm kind of left at a, I don't want to say a loss, but like there's some parts that are difficult to fill in here. Did you want to elaborate, Love? That's true. I was specifically wondering if I'll go through anything as bad as what's just happened to me before and what I went through as a child. Right. I honestly don't think so. Yeah, let's do that. Yeah, because I do want clarity on some of this stuff. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Will angel experience bullying in the future? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Will angel experience bullying or abuse in the future again? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Will angel experience bullying or abuse in the future again? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Will angel experience bullying and abuse in the future? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Will angel experience bullying and abuse in the future? Seven of Cups, King of Cups, Ace of Cups, 10 of Swords, and 3 of Wands reverse. Girl, I'm so glad we elaborated on that. That's exactly the missing piece that I wanted to add, because what I was going to add that I was getting from your spirit guides that I wasn't seeing in the cards was it's possible, but it's largely up to you, and it's about boundaries and standing your ground and speaking your voice. So yes, absolutely. As I was saying earlier, it's unfortunately a possibility for all of us to be bullied or abused in the future. It's just a possible possibility because there are extremely low vibrational people out there that are just up to no good, and we know them. We know those types of people, like the Rashids. We know them. But you are above that with the 7 of Cups. You are above that, and you it's really much more in your hands than you think, preventing um, bullying from happening again, preventing abuse. I'm seeing less about abuse and more about bullying. I think that you are extremely well protected from abuse in the future. It's petty bullying. That's it starts petty and then it's not so petty anymore. It's bullying that I'm hearing and seeing here more. That potentiality. And here we go. We have the Three of Pentacles, which is the workplace, working with others, but we have it upright, working well with others. But also, again, those boundaries are so crucial. And being very vigilant about everything, everything that is said with coworkers and not being suspicious of everybody, but knowing that humans do have the potential to have another side to them, and they are they're coworkers, they're not friends, they're not family members. You don't know them 100%. We like to think we do, but it's good to always just keep a vigilant eye on things. And with this King of Cups, it's like you've got this emotionally taken care of. You're very emotionally equipped. Thank you very much, Philomena, for your donation. Philomena, you don't happen to have PayPal, do you? Is there any way I could refund you your Cash App and could you send it via PayPal by any chance? If there's no way you can do that, that's fine. But it just really helps me out if I can do that. So with this King of Cups, this is your emotions. This is staying emotionally balanced even at the possible threat of bullying, of low vibrational people. The star reverse. Sometimes there's people that either speak bullshit or try to shine a truthful light. I can, as like an emergency, I can accept Cash App, but that's the absolute like only thing that you have. But it's very, very difficult for me to transfer it to my bank. I don't want to get into the details because it's going to take forever and it's boring, and I can't do much about it other than like go through a third party that I don't want to bother, like a personal friend of mine. It's very, very difficult. So if it's the only thing that you have, I'm more than happy to accept it. But if you have PayPal, I would really prefer to use that. It's more for just emergencies for people who don't have anything else to use. And I am more than happy to treatment. I'm happy to have reached a point where I can look at my past through a lens of mostly acceptance and gratitude for learning how to understand bullying social cues as someone who didn't understand them. Precisely, yes. And that's a big part of what this star reversed card is those social cues, and picking up on those, and having a good grasp and sense on your value, your self-worth, because that's a big part of boundaries. That's a huge part of boundaries is valuing ourselves and knowing when to draw those boundaries. You are not being bullied right now, and that is good. Death reverse card. Things should largely remain that way so long. I'm seeing this Ten of Swords. I'm seeing the swords, and I'm seeing these as boundaries. I know that's totally like not the normal way to read this card at all, but that's what I was wanting to see with some swords here. Either not ideally in your back, but like keeping yourself guarded. Like I can't tell you how much I discourage people all the time from dating people at work, from being friends with someone at work. Okay, even that's dicey. Fraternizing with coworkers can always be dicey, and can sometimes lead to like events like that. No, don't be scared of this card. I'm not getting negative energy from this card. Five of Pentacles, though, with this Three of Wands reversed, if you do feel isolated or at the threat of being bullied, you've got to speak your voice, as you know, and you've got to ask for help. You've got to come in from the cold if that does happen again. And I think that's a pretty obvious statement there. But and with this Three of Wands reversed, I think that this is a good remander that, things are constantly in flux in our lives, and just because something is a certain way one day does not mean that it's going to consistently be that way every single day henceforth. So yeah, no, this looks good. I'm so glad we added 5 cards to clarify that, girl. Yeah, please go ahead and post your third question. Thank you. I vow to always try my best to speak when I need to from now on. Yeah, yeah, your story. I was telling a friend of mine last week. I was telling them your story, and I was like, that story of how you like handled the ratchets told me that I need to always speak my voice. Just like I tell my, like, I gotta take my own meds, and I've gotta take my own advice. And like, if anything ever happens, like, especially in the workplace, I've gotta speak my voice, against it, or about it. Yeah. So Philomena, please let me know if you can do the PayPal thing, and I will refund you your donation. I'm gonna add you to the list here, and you can just send it over, either PayPal or Venmo. I don't think you have Venmo, but you might have PayPal. But if you don't have PayPal, it's also okay if you don't have anything else. Oh, I'm so glad I could be an inspiration. Yeah, you really are. Yeah, that really was inspirational, and it was also another reminder to me that I often do not take my own advice when I often should, and yeah, it is so crucial to speak up with those things. Why does it feel like I'm spiritually blocked from revenge while others can? I've gotten over this, but I'm just curious as to why this is. It was frustrating while I was initially healing. I'm gonna, before I even pull the cards, my guess is that it's because you're a good, kind person, and spirit does, that's part of the reason why I believe you were sent here, because you're not that type of spirit, you're not that type of soul, and your vibrations are way too high. You're vibrating higher than the rest, girl, and there's usually not a lot of room for revenge as spirit. Because here's the thing, well, it's just a quick aside here, it's not even an aside, this is very relevant, and I think it's important for everyone to hear this. Whenever I ask questions about revenge, I always get the same answer from spirit, that there's it may feel good to exact revenge on someone, but there's no revenge better than karma. Trust and believe. Trust and believe, because oftentimes when we exact revenge, sometimes people can just play that on us, and it just goes into a back and forth manipulation, war, and that's how wars are started too, like any kind of altercation. Or I guess that's not how wars are started, but like, yeah, I'm sure there have been revenge things. Yeah, it's just not good energy, and yeah, I'm sure you've understood that, and I'm guessing that's why there's the block, but we'll see what the cards say. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Why does angel feel spiritually blocked from revenge? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Why does angel feel spiritually blocked from revenge? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Why does angel feel spiritually blocked from revenge? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Why does angel feel spiritually blocked from revenge? Messengers and spirit guides. Why does angel feel spiritually blocked from revenge? Messengers and spirit guides. Why does angel feel spiritually blocked from revenge? Messengers and spirit guides. Why does angel feel spiritually blocked from revenge? Messengers and spirit guides. Why does angel feel spiritually blocked from revenge? Messengers and spirit guides. Why does angel feel spiritually blocked from revenge? Sorry, one second. Angels, Masters, and Spirit Guides, why does Angel feel spiritually blocked from revenge? 10 cards for this one too? Then, okay, then I think you need to send another 777. Because you sent 1414, so that would be for another, that would mean you would have another 5 cards. Hi, Tina! There she is! Absolutely. You're all good. Thank you so much, Angel. Absolutely, Tina. Absolutely. Let me go ahead and add you. Thank you so much for coming back, love. All right. And I know I told you, and I wasn't lying. I did ask your first question, but I know it didn't go on the live stream, and I didn't. I should have saved the. Oh, I might still have the cards actually, because it was the last reading I did. So if it was if you'd like me, if I still have the same cards, I'd be more than happy to pull the same cards I got last night. Or we could just ask again, because as you know, energy is always changing and whatnot. And thank you so much, Angel. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Why does Angel feel blocked from revenge? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Why does Angel feel blocked from revenge? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Why does Angel feel blocked from revenge? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Why does Angel feel blocked from revenge? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Why does Angel feel blocked from revenge? Ah, and isn't it so nice today, Tina? As opposed to yesterday, the S-storm yesterday. My God. I haven't seen my internet that bad in a long time. Honestly, I did not think it was going to be that bad. I felt really badly for y'all. Yeah, if that ever happens again, I'm just going to have to switch to my iPad, I think. Okay, we have 8 of Pentacles. I didn't even think to do that last night. I should have just done that. 8 of Pentacles, 3 of Cups, 4 of Cups reversed, 6 of Swords reversed, the Wheel of Fortune reversed, bang, bang, boom. That's what I'm talking about. It's exactly what I was talking about. That might be the only card I even need here. Page of Swords, Knight of Wands reversed, Justice. Yep, 2 of Wands reversed, and King of Wands reversed. Yep, yep, yep. Absolutely. Okay, yeah. Because, for one, especially in matters of work with this 8 of Pentacles, it is just not become, despite anything that a coworker does or says to you, it is just not becoming of you. You know, when they go low, we go high. You are on a much higher vibrational level than a lot of people. I'll repeat it. And that shows with this Page of Swords. This is you. You keep your head above the clouds. And you stay alert. You stay vigilant. But you don't exact revenge. That's not you. That's just not you. Even when there's mean girls, this 3 of Cups here, and you do feel bent with this Knight of Wands reverse, and you do feel at a loss with this 4 of Cups reverse, at the heart and core of everything is justice. You are a just and fair woman. You're a Libra too, aren't you, babe? Aren't you the Libra? Or, no, you're a Virgo. You're a Virgo. Hi, Imani. Welcome. You are a Virgo. I apologize. Aren't they so cute, girl? They're these dolls from the 70s called Blythe dolls. And I wanted to actually do this deck. I had an idea because I collect them myself. I was like, I should do a photographic tarot deck of Blythe dolls. Libra Cusp and Mercy. Okay. Wow. Yeah, no, these dolls, are adorable, and what's even crazier is my mom was texting me, and we haven't talked about Blythe dolls in a while, but I was really into them years ago, and I was like doing tarot with these cards, and she texted me. It was interesting. Yeah, 6 of Swords reversed, 2 of Wands reversed. It's like, stay within your boat. when it comes to matters of revenge. And don't look much further. This Two of Wands reverse, and then when I pulled these two cards, and I was just like, okay, that's all I almost needed to see there. When I mentioned earlier that whenever I ask questions regarding, I'm an Aries, so feel anything from me. I'm kind of new to this, but my mom passed away. I'm just curious. I'm so sorry for your loss, Amani. I don't do free readings, but if you want a reading, all of my donation information can be found at the top of the chat. You could, if you wanted to do like a general reading, I could just, pull any energy from you. If you wanted to do a mediumship, that would be very different, and it might, I don't know how soon it was since your mom passed. But yeah, definitely look at my menu, and yeah, thank you so much for being here. Yes, this Wheel of Fortune. The Wheel of Fortune is karma. It is karma. It is the wheel of luck, the Wheel of Fortune, the wheel of good and bad that we can't control. And even further, we can't control. We can't control as much as we can't control the winds of change. We also can't control. We can't have revenge in our hands. That's why I don't agree with witchcraft, or sorry, spell work. Not witchcraft. I'm fine with witchcraft, but spell work specifically, not okay with it. I think that the knife inevitably turns. I think many famous esoteric folks from the past have proven that, especially like Crowley. But anyway, tangent. This is karma. Karma is always going to be the exactor of the justice that you need. We don't want revenge. It's not about revenge. Oh my god, what was the name of that band? Back in the day. Oh, She Wants Revenge or something. Oh my god. No, there was another band too. It was like some. That was VNV Nation. Victory, not vengeance. Yeah, victory, not vengeance. I agree with that. Victory, not vengeance, and also justice, not revenge. It's not about revenge. And yeah, King of Wands reversed is that like crooked magician type, the one who is, and I'm not saying you are or ever aspire to be in any way. That is so not you. It's just so not you. That's precisely it. It's not you. I just had these insane revelations about karma a couple days ago. Yeah. No, karma is a bitch. It's true. Karma is very real, and I've never had any doubts about that. And sometimes the worst justice that is exacted upon often takes some time to hit people and to affect people. I can't quite explain that, and I wish I could put it in a more concise, succinct manner, but yeah, it works in mysterious ways. It works in mysterious ways, and I kind of see this King of Wands reversed almost like the Magician reversed. Kind of like what I was saying about, like, Aleister Crowley, like he performed a lot of spell work and magic, and he definitely, I believe, was punished by the spirit world when he left this planet. I'm not, and I don't believe in hell. I don't think he's in hell. I don't think he's suffering now spiritually, but I think that he was taught a lesson. I think he got a spanking on the butt when he passed away from spirit, basically, for engaging in the work he did. And he also did some wonderful things. He helped create this beautiful deck right here, the Hermetic deck. I mean, he was an amazing guy, and he wrote some amazing work. But I think he's also a cautionary tale about, and we're not talking about spell work. I mean, this is about spell work, but I kind of, when I think of revenge, I also lump spell work into that a lot of times. It was a spiritual butt spanking that he had coming. But I'm sure he's learned his lesson, and hopefully he's ascended in a major way. Well, thank you so much, Angel. I appreciate you so much, girl, and I really hope I brought you clarity there. And thank you so much for your donation. Wendy, thank you, Wendy, for your donation, love. Please go ahead and post your question right there in the chat. Thank you. Hi, how do I bring some more abundance into my life this summer? Okay. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, how does Wendy bring more abundance into her life this summer? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, how does Wendy bring more abundance into her life this summer? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, how does Wendy bring more abundance into her life this summer? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, how does Wendy bring more abundance into her life this summer? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, how can Wendy bring more abundance into her life this summer? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, how can Wendy bring more abundance into her life this summer? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, how can Wendy bring more abundance into her life this summer? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, how can Wendy bring more abundance into her life this summer? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, how can Wendy bring more abundance into her life this summer? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, how can Wendy bring more abundance into her life this summer? Thanks so much. I'm happy to have finally reached an oasis where I can accept that this is beyond my understanding and to give my will to higher authority. Yes. Oh, it's some coding. All right, girl. All right. Right on. Right on. That was dorky. All right. Good night, love. Sweet dreams. Sleep well. Okay, Miss Wendy. We have Page of Wands. Knight of Cups. Knight of Wands reversed. Okay. The Hermit reversed, and Five of Pentacles. Five of Pentacles is the opposite of abundance, so we gotta turn this around. Whoa, sorry. But it's apparently upright, and so yeah, no, Spirit is acknowledging that you are not feeling super abundant right now. I know, booted that, but hell yes to this Page of Wands and Knight of Cups. That's precisely what I wanted to, especially that Page of Wands, like chef's kiss to that. That's the beginning of the journey of motivation of change. And this is more, I know you asked about abundance, but when we're talking about abundance, and this is why I wanted to see the Knight of Cups too, we're talking about the whole enchilada here. It's not just your health. It's not just your spiritual, journey or well-being. It's not just your job. It's not just your romance, your romantic life. It's the whole thing, And love looks like it's coming into your wheelhouse, girl. Speaking of that Wheel of Fortune in Jules' last reading, yeah, it's looks like it's coming your way, girl. And yeah, I mean, you mentioned dating again. And I don't know if you're feeling ready to start that up again. I know that there's some gentlemen that you may be interested in on, in the workplace. But in terms of outside workplace dating, I was just flirting with the idea, but I don't care about dating anymore. I know you don't care about dating anymore, but I think Spirit cares about it. You're going to Europe for a girls' trip. Oh, right on. Right on. Yeah, I know you got a good pack of homegirls. Which is so wonderful, and y'all travel together. That is just bomb ass. Where are you going in Europe? Wait, whoa. Europe, where? Yeah, no, I feel like, so Spirit often, if they know that you're going to London and Paris, my two favorite cities. I'm so happy for you, girl. That's so weird. I'm not going to be there this summer. I was trying really hard to go for just a couple of weeks in August. When are you going? The place where I normally stay is currently a friend of a friend is staying there, and he happens to be a Ukrainian refugee, so they definitely take precedence over me being there. But I still heck I want to go, and shit, if we were there in September, girl, I might be able to make that happen. I was thinking this, okay. I'm really hoping, yeah, and I'm really hoping too, and he keeps on asking the person who's staying there, and like, so how long do you plan on staying? And he's not going to stay there forever. He's got other things he needs to attend to. He needs to go back to Kyiv. He needs to go to New York. But he hasn't given him a clear answer. He's thinking September, October is when he'll go. He could leave next month. We don't know. But as soon as he does, I'm going to try to just spend a couple weeks there. And if I could coordinate with you to have you be there at the same time, at least for, a couple of days or whatever, that's how we do it. Like, that's what's up. I would love to show you uh, the parts of Paris that I love. Oh my God, that I know you would love as well. Um, oh girl, I'm so happy for you. Yes, I will absolutely. You know me, absolutely. Yeah. No, now that I know that, I will be keeping you in the loop on my plans here. And now I'm extra motivated too. Yay. Oh, that is so cool. You've been before, right? It's just been a while. I think you told me you've been to Paris, but it's just been a little while. You might even, well, because we're talking about the summertime and manifesting abundance. I know. So here's the thing about dating, going back to that. When spirit knows that you would like someone in your life romantically, especially when they know that it's not an absolute necessity and it's not what you are banking all of your happiness on, that they see that you're ready for love, which you are, and that you would be an ideal partner for someone. That's when I hear them saying, like, try and encourage them to, like, put themselves out there a little more, just spending time getting to know new people. Not, dating can feel, so I guess sometimes like work, but it shouldn't, um, so long as he's paying for it, like, it shouldn't feel like work, other than getting ready. That takes a while, but that's fun. It's good to just see it as like getting to know someone, um, and to not take it too heavily, um, you know, not put too much pressure on anything, um, and take things slowly, you know. Don't not looking at dates that don't result in marriage as wasted time. It's just getting, spending time with new people and getting to know them, which spirit always likes to see us do. Yeah, the hermit reverse, getting out more, getting out more. I'm not saying that you're a hermit. That's my card for today too. And I'm not saying you're a hermit by any stretch of the imagination. You're not. And you're not even antisocial by any means. You have a large group of friends. You're involved in your community and your neighborhood and everything. But they are saying to either put yourself out there more, which is what I think they're saying, and not so much go out more. Um, maybe a little bit of both. I don't know. I don't know how often you go out, like for a night on the town, like dancing or whatever. I don't know if you like dancing or whatever, but yeah, no, I think that spearheading that, but not taking it, not treating it with too much seriousness at all, just having a good time. I do need to connect with, yeah, connecting with newer people. They don't have to result in even being your boyfriend. They could just be new friends, um, of either gender. Just getting to know new people, and connecting with newer people, and yeah, there's definitely something to be said about that and the benefits of that, um, for sure. We're definitely living in times where there's, like, a loneliness epidemic, and I'm not saying you're definitely not a lonely person. Um, you've got, that's the thing, is you're not a lonely person. You have wonderful social skills, and not everyone has those, and it's good to take advantage of those when you have them. Great. I want emotional abundance and financial abundance. Haha. I think you will. I think you will have. I know you'll for sure have emotional abundance. That Knight of Cups. Um, it might take a little longer than the summer to manifest that financial abundance that you're wanting. With that Five of Pentacles, but it's definitely a possibility, girl. It's absolutely a that with that Page of Wands, it's in your hands. Just might take a little longer than the summertime. Um, but yeah, that is what I'm seeing for you. You're very welcome. Yeah, absolutely, right? Ending the year strong, absolutely. Um, I still can't believe that it's already halfway through the year. Okay, now this is not opening. What's going on here? Sorry, just give me 1 second here. Thank you. Okay, sorry about that. Okay, hi Philomena. Okay. And okay, so sorry, my Cash App was having issues. So Philomena, is there any way that you could send it over on PayPal, or is that not possible? Sorry, that was the reason why I had to take 5 there, because the Cash App is just so chaotic. But if it's all you can do, that's fine. Just let me know. Otherwise, I can refund it to you, and you can just send it to me over on PayPal. But please just let me know. Thank you. Philomena, are you there still? Philomena, please come to the chat. Thank you. It is your turn. Oh, let me check this yesterday. Ah, dang. No, it didn't save them. Okay. Philomena, please come to the chat. Thank you. Okay, I'm gonna give it another minute. If Philomena is not here, we will move on to Miss Tina. Philomena, please come to the chat. Thank you. Philomena? Nope, not here. Okay, we are going to move on to Miss Tina. Tina, are you here? Tina, are you here, love? Did everyone go? Who is here? Who are you watching? Tina. She is here. All right, girl. Let's get right on into it. Okay, so I remember. Okay, so by the way, I checked that deck that I was using last night, and okay, Philomena. Okay, Philomena, I need to ask you: are you able to, with the Cash App, are you able to do PayPal or no? I'm not trying to pressure you or anything. It's just very difficult. If it's the only thing you can use, that's fine. I just need a simple yes or no. I could just refund it to you, and you could send it to me on PayPal. That would be really, really helpful. If it's something you can't do, that's totally fine. But please let me know. You can do PayPal. Awesome. Thank you so much, love. So I'll do it right now. Refund you your payment. And I'll show you on the screen when I do it. Refund, confirm. Okay, so I'm so sorry about that, Tina. I'm so sorry. Yeah, so I've just sent you back your donation, and as soon as I receive your PayPal donation, we will go forward with your question. And I can do Tina's first. Okay, thank you so much, Philomena. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, Tina, I was just going to say, so I checked the deck that we used I used yesterday to do your first question. I was only able to do your first question and then it crapped out on me. And I was so pissed off. I'm sure you were too. I'm so sorry because I finished the whole reading and I was just waiting for it to like load because that huge lag we had didn't end up loading. So I did the reading, but you weren't there to respond with me, which I always like, just so I know things are resonating. I checked the deck I was using and I did use it for another reading later that night. So I don't have the cards. I do remember there was the Devil reversed, the King of Swords. They were all in the Eight of Swords, and I remember I don't remember the other two, but it was all hard to put together. So I think just doing it fresh would probably be best. Also, things are constantly in flux. Um, what is the name of your boss again, or their initial? And I didn't know what their gender was, how to refer to them gender wise. Thank you so much, Philomena. Thank you, sweetheart. Tina, you still there, girl? B, and he is a Sag. Okay, so you want to know what his energy is towards you professionally, and you're a Gemini. Okay, what is his professional like work energy towards you? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What is B's energy towards you in the workplace? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What is B's energy towards Tina? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What is B's energy towards Tina? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What is B's energy towards Tina? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What is B's energy towards Tina? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What is B's energy towards Tina? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What is B's energy towards Tina? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What is B's energy towards Tina? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What is B's energy towards Tina? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What is B's energy towards Tina? Seven of Swords, King of Cups reversed, Knight of Wands reversed, Nine of Swords, and Judgment. Okay, so none of the cards that I pulled yesterday. However, we did have the Eight of Swords right in the center. We don't have the Eight of Swords now, but we have the Seven of, and the Nine of Swords. These are very heavy cards. Now, what I remember from what I was reading is a definite boss energy. And I'm getting it here with this Judgment card and King of Cups reversed. Especially this King of Cups reversed. But I'll get to that more in a minute. But the energy that I was specifically pulling from him, and please correct me if I'm wrong, but the energy that specifically I was pulling from him towards you was that he thinks you have a lot of value and a lot of potential. He really does. But I feel like he pushes. It's like he feels like you have more potential than you use. And this is not my opinion. This is not my opinion. This is his judgment. This is his assessment here. And it's very heavy. It's very heavy, and it's very I don't want to say inappropriate, but you know, you know your worth, you know your value, and it's one thing to be encouraged by someone to or to be acknowledged by someone, I should say, of certain gifts that we have, certain skills that we have that maybe we don't really implement in our professional lives. But it's another thing to harp on someone for it and to continually like feel like what you're doing is not enough. And I really don't like this Seven of Swords here. I felt like there was some kind of weird, kind of fishy energy here. I hope that we're on the same time frame. I'm going to ask you a question just to see if you're here. Can you just type I'm here if you're here? Because I think that there's a big lag between us again. And this time it should only require you just closing your browser out and reopening it. You are here. Okay, so you're on board with me. Okay. So the Seven of Swords, I don't know how well you know tarot, but Seven of Swords is lies, theft, betrayal, deceit, deception, manipulation. Pretty much all things bad. It's my least favorite card in the deck. And when it is up in its upright position, it's very literal. If I ever get it in readings of mine, either from other readers or for myself, it's always a definite warning card from my guides. And I am getting a message that what you see is not all what you get with him. And I don't know if he possibly has some like covert. He could possibly even have. So with this Knight of Wands reversed, I did want to touch upon this. I don't know if you've ever picked up on this before, or if I'm like totally left field here, but I picked up a little bit on it last night. I just didn't have you there to confirm. But I am getting some sexual energy from him towards you, and he could very well just be keeping it away from you. And that could be one of the things that he's hiding, or it could be the thing that he's hiding. But there is this level of admiration for you that goes to that level where it's like, I think he feels like he's doing you a service by telling you like you have all this extra potential, or treating you in that way. You think there's an attraction? Yeah, I do too. I picked up on that last night. And I feel like, correct me if I'm wrong, I don't know how you feel towards him, but I get the sense that regardless of how you feel towards him, you may have not accepted. I don't know, and I don't know if he's made any advances towards you. It seems like with this Nine of Swords here, there's something he's really worried about. Possibly worried about you finding out that he indeed likes you, has an attraction to you. Because there was some message I got last night as well of like some kind of like power imbalance, and that really troubling him, and worrying him. Like we've got the worry card, Nine of Swords, is just anxiety, straight up and down. So that could be very well what he is concealing here, and he could be concealing it from other people. I don't know if he's got a family or anything, or if he's involved with someone. But I think for the most part, I think he's trying to conceal it from you, from other coworkers, and I think for the most part, I think he's trying to deny it within himself too, out of fear of possibly losing his position, or some kind of punitive action from your work. But I do sense that, especially this Knight of Wands reversed. I forget what card made me feel that way last night. He is the owner. There you go. There you go. That's a big power imbalance. Yeah. I think he knows that it's dicey, and it could be like, as much as the idea of being with you really excites him, it's also like forbidden. Like it could be like really bad. It could be good. I'm sure there could be something good from it, but there could also be some really calamitous like repercussions if you guys were to do anything about it. And maybe he might be a little all in his head with that Nine of Swords. He may be really blowing this up in terms of like negative things that would happen from it. The energy feels strong at times. I bet it does. I bet it does with that Knight of Wands reversed. That Knight of Wands don't lie. That's strong sexual energy. Yeah. Even in its reversed form. Especially, well, in its reversed form, that means that he's repressing it a lot of the time. So that could build up, you know. That could build up and then just like be even stronger. Yeah. Thank you so much, Miss Philomena. Did I not add you to the list? You are on the list, but you let Tina go in front of you. But you will be next, love. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you doing that for me, Philomena. It means a lot. And then, what was your second question, love? Oh, shoot! Well, then let's get back to it. Let's expand on this. Not this. Sorry about that. I'm so sorry, hon. I thought you had 2 questions. I feel like a dope now. Okay, well, let's see what else we can get from this. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What are B's energies towards Tina? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What are B's energies towards Tina? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What are B's energies towards Tina? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What are B's energies towards Tina? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What are B's energies towards Tina? Be interesting if we get like the same cards as last night. 5 of Wands, Page of Cups, Queen of Pentacles reversed, the Moon reversed. That was one of them, was the Moon reversed, and Page of Pentacles. Okay. Yes, yeah. This is what's going on. That's the 7 of Swords, love. He doesn't want you to. He's really scared of you. And I don't want. Yeah, I think he's scared of you finding out that he is attracted to you. Um, it's that palpable, his energy. Um, and what he is also afraid of is, yeah, conflict. This creating some kind of conflict in the workplace, possibly some kind of punitive action towards him. And yeah, he's your boss, right? So we and he's a man. So again, we had a king cup that came up, or a king card that came up. Yesterday we had the King of Swords. Today it's King of Cups reversed. We still have that king figure there, that male boss figure there. But it's of the realm of emotions and it's reversed. Like his feelings for you, it's not that you've thwarted them, it's that he hasn't presented them to you and you work for him. But hell if he doesn't have a huge crush on you, girl, with this Page of Cups. Page of Cups is what my guides like to communicate. They know how I read tarot, and if I'm looking for like a crush or like something like that, like that's the crush card. He's got a huge crush on you and he's repressing it. This Knight of Wands reversed. Do you know if he's married or has a family? Because I'm just curious what this Queen of Pentacles reverse. This Queen of Pentacles reverse could mean a few different things here. But yeah, he's very worried again, and he's worried of the unknown with the Moon reverse, because the Moon is already that which is unknown. When it's reversed, it is doubled down. It is doubled down, and again, I don't know how true you feel this is, but he does that. I think this is part of what he is enamored with you by. No, I think he's single, but family is quite involved. Okay, because yeah, it's this because the Queen of Pentacles is. Does he have kids? Because it's the mother card, and it's like some mother figure in his life not being pleased if they were to find out, if she were to find out about this, and if he were to act upon it. He does, part of what draws him towards you, no kids, he's quite young, but Muslim family. Okay, okay. His mama, it's his mom. Okay. Yeah, she may even have an eye on someone, because I know Muslim culture a lot, and, well, pretty well. I grew up with a lot of Muslim friends, And yeah, they marry early and they start planning their marriages really early. The family does. So they may even have someone in mind already for him. Um, and he knows that he would be going against mom's wishes because Queen of Pentacles is the mom. I mean, all the queens are moms, but she's I call her the mommy of the moms, like mother of mothers. She's the fertile queen. She's the birth, the one who's giving birth, or else giving birth. But yeah, part of what draws him to you is your mind and your potential. And I hope he doesn't like. I hope he's not hard on you, and I hope he doesn't like excuse me. I hope he doesn't overwork you or anything. Because yeah, he really just sees a lot of potential in you, and but he really likes you. He really likes you. He's terrified. He's terrified of his feelings for you, and what could possibly come of them. Um, mm, yeah, that makes a lot more sense now. That this is all a lot more clear to me now. Um, yeah, no, he definitely has some. It's much stronger than just sexual. Because I felt the sexual tension, I felt the sexual energy, but now I'm feeling all the emotional stuff too. He just keeps telling me my potential. Oh, so he does. Okay, yeah, I was right there. He thinks I do not see it. This is really resonating. Okay, yeah. That was actually something I got just from Spirit last night. I didn't even see it. Like I can't really think of a card that would illustrate that, but it was just a message I got from Spirit. That's why I wanted to like make sure that resonated in some way. But I think that's also part of his part of his affections for you as well. Um, it's part of like his way of expressing affections. Um, so yeah, as long as he's just telling you, that's lovely, and in a kind way. It's always nice to be, pumped up like that. At least I think it is. Um, and it's definitely something, as an air sign, it's definitely something I've heard a lot in my life from different people. But yeah. Well, that is what I see for you, Miss Tina. Thank you so very much for coming back. I apologize again for last night, the craziness, but I'm so happy the interwebs is all clear and crystal clear and wonderful. So that is good. Thank you again, love. Philomena, thank you so much again for all of your accommodations tonight. You've been so lovely, as always. Please come to the chat and go ahead and post your question. Thank you. You're so welcome, Tina. You are very welcome. Feel free to let me know how things go. I don't know how long this has been going on, but we shall see. Oh, just got an important. You just got home. All right, perfect timing. That was good timing. You just got back from shopping. I give the tattoo artist my number today for a tattoo, but I was hoping he would text me for something like being interested in me. Oh. Do you still want the tattoo? I've been going to him for a while, but we always flirt and leave it that. I've definitely, I had a friend back in the day who she dated I think she dated like three of her tattoo artists. One of them they dated for like 4 years or something. Um, it happens. It definitely happens. Tattoo artists, yeah, I meet a lot of people. um, yeah, love can definitely blossom in the tattoo shop. I want to know if the tattoo artist from Valley Tattoo Shop is interested in me. I still want the tattoo. And what is his name? Do you know his name? He said he was going to hit me up after he was done working. I forgot his name. Okay. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Will the guy, well, the tattoo artist from Valley Tattoo Shop, is the tattoo artist from Valley Tattoo Shop interested in Philomena? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Is the tattoo artist from Valley Tattoo Shop interested in Philomena? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Is the tattoo artist from Valley Tattoo Shop interested in Philomena? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Is the tattoo artist from Valley Tattoo Shop interested in Philomena? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Is the tattoo artist at Valley Tattoo Shop interested in Philomena? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Is the tattoo artist from Valley Tattoo Shop interested in Philomena? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Is the tattoo artist from Valley Tattoo Shop interested in Philomena? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Is the tattoo artist from Valley Tattoo Shop interested in Philomena? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Is the tattoo artist from Valley Tattoo Shop interested in Philomena? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Is the tattoo artist from Valley Tattoo Shop interested in Philomena? Do you know what time he finishes working? Page of Wands reversed, Nine of Swords, Temperance reversed, Eight of Swords, and Nine of Pentacles. Yes, but not enough. Not enough for you. And I'll tell you why. I'm sure he's told you he's single, right? I don't know how single he is. He's bound to something or someone with this Eight of Swords. Um, and as much as he enjoys flirting with you, it's, God, they're the same cards in the last reading too. Eight, Nine of Swords. It causes him some anxiety. We haven't talked about anything like that. Yeah, he's with someone. I can almost promise you he's with someone. Like I said, I don't know how deep it is. I don't know if like they're living together, how long they've been together, or what. But I do get, I don't want to say player energy, but like he's very flirtatious. He's very flirtatious. You're a very beautiful woman. Um, and he does really value you. And he does like you. With his Nine of Pentacles, he looks forward to tattooing you and flirting with you and talking to you. But he can't take it anywhere from there. There would be some kind, and that like I don't know if he's ever called you or texted you before, like outside, like, or if it's just stayed in the tattoo shop. But with this temperance reversed, I feel like he's, and Nine of Swords right next to it, like he's scared to reach out to you further, to to extend that, you know, that communication. Um, yeah, Page of Wands reversed. While he does hold a torch for you, just like what I said earlier, it's not enough for Philomena. It's not enough for what you're looking for. Um, at least, I don't know. I'm guessing you'd be looking for something, you know, solid with him, because that's all you're looking for. You're not looking for flings. Um, he, I feel, would be down possibly for a fling. Um, Possibly. But I think he values you more than just a fling. I think there's other girls that have been flings. But with you, he can't go beyond that that in-person flirtation stage within the realm of work. Um, I do hope that he, I mean, just because he said he would, it'd be nice if he does, you know, just reach out to you tonight. Um, but I hate to say it, but and he probably should, to keep you as a client, you know, at the very least. But I'm concerned about his ability to communicate, and that's just so important, and especially to you. You know what you want. Um, so yeah, sadly, he does like you, but I feel like he likes a lot of girls, and I feel like he's bound to one in particular, and I just, and Spirit's saying it's, I mean, we could leave it where it was, just me as a good, yes, absolutely, absolutely, just like you, just, you know, having a cool tattoo artist that, and it's fun to flirt, you know, and it doesn't have to go anywhere, you know, it's not a waste of time, it's fun. And it sounds like he's a good tattoo artist. You like the work he's done. You feel comfortable with him. Yeah, just keeping you as a customer slash friend. You know, I normally don't discourage you from getting to know people romantically, but this one, Spirit is saying, like, don't take this too far with him. He's not a scoundrel. He's not a dog or anything, but he's he sees a lot of pretty girls. You are one of the most beautiful women to walk into that shop, believe me. But he does. I know this, knowing tattoo artists and people who have dated them. They just have a lot of, you know, beautiful young people coming in all the time, and they can be very flirtatious. I don't think I've ever met a tattoo artist that didn't meet their partner while they were working, or someone they were working with. Um, and I'm not trying to place that, you know, like a stereotype on him, but when I see that in the cards, and I hear it from Spirit, I just think that is kind of where he's at right now. But yeah, no, that's what I'm seeing for you, love. I don't know what you're getting, but I'm sure it's awesome and beautiful. And if you've had work from him, if you've had work done by him before, I'm sure he'll do a wonderful job this time as well. So yeah, good luck with all that. And thank you very much again, so much. It means a lot to me. Um, and thank you for letting Tina go ahead too. That was really kind of you. And then it all worked out timing wise, because you got home just in time. Right, let's see here. So the queue is currently open, so whoever donates next will be next. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Felicia. Thank you, love, for your donation. So you would just like a general reading from Spirit? Yeah, let's just do a general reading there. Angels, masters, and spirit guides, please provide Felicia with any and all messages right now. Angels, masters, and spirit guides, please provide Felicia with any and all messages that she needs to know right now. Angels, masters, and spirit guides, please provide Felicia with any and all messages that she needs to know right now. Angels, masters, and spirit guides, please provide Felicia with any and all messages that she needs to know right now. Angels, masters, and spirit guides, please provide Felicia with any and all messages that she needs to hear right now. Angels, masters, and spirit guides, please provide Felicia with any and all messages that she needs to hear right now. Angels, masters, and spirit guides, please provide Felicia with any and all messages she needs to hear this time. Angels, masters, and spirit guides, please provide Felicia with any and all messages she needs to hear this time. Angels, masters, and spirit guides, please provide Felicia with any and all messages she needs to hear this time. Angels, masters, and spirit guides, please provide Felicia with any and all messages she needs to hear this time. Eight of Pentacles reversed, the Star reversed, Eight of Wands reversed, Two of Cups, and Queen of Swords reversed. You're the Queen of Swords. We got a lot of reversals here. You're Queen of Swords, girl, Miss Libra. Okay, so energies are a little heavy right now. Please correct me if I'm wrong, Felicia. But it's, and this could just be a side effect of the summer. You know, we start to, and I've seen this in other people's readings too, as of late. I'm getting messages of a lack, or not a lack of focus, of motivation, um, in completing tasks and possibly starting new projects. I'm seeing this here with this Eight of Pentacles reversed, especially having some difficulties harnessing that focus, that motivation. Sorry, one moment. And also possibly a lack of patience at this time. Maybe your patience isn't um, as what's the word I want to use? As thick as it normally is. It's running thin. It's running thinner than normal. And that would make sense here with this Eight of Wands reversed right in the center. Things are not moving at the pace that you would ideally like them to. In fact, there's a lot of things that are moving at a really like deadening slow pace. And Eight of Wands is also an indicator of not just things not happening in a timely manner, or happening in a slow, delayed manner, but also difficulties in expediting certain things, and also difficulties possibly with technology and or communication. It's very, the energy of Eight of Wands reversed is very Mercury retrograde energy. We're not in retrograde right now, but we can still, I'm just explaining that energy there. You know that energy. And it's temporary because we are not in retrograde right now. This is definitely temporary. Yeah, the star reversed concerns me, love. Yeah, the star reversed is usually a sign that you're having difficulty seeing the bright side of things. And that's, I don't even like putting it that way. And please correct me if I'm wrong. You're having a difficult time seeing the light at the end of the tunnel. You're having difficulty seeing the light, period, in the darkness. I don't want to say that you're in a place of absolute despair. I thank you so much, Philomena. Thank you. I'm not saying that you're in a place of absolute despair by any means, but where there is usually a lot of hope, it's starting to wear thin again. Just like with the whole patience thing, it's starting to wear thin. And Queen of Swords reversed is not just, hey, Miss Libra, you're in balance. You're not balanced right now. You're not quite yourself. Okay, that is part of it. You are not quite your normal self right now. You're not feeling like you are your normal self right now. But another thing that I always see in the Queen of Swords reversed is having, and we all go through this, whether we be Libras or nay. We've all been there where it's as much grace as we have within ourselves, and as much forgiveness as we have, it's still very hard to completely let go. I just did a quantum leap meditation. I've never heard of quantum leap meditation. Was it called quantum healing? Because my mom does something called quantum healing meditation. But I've never heard of quantum leap. How did that go? I hope I hope it was very effective. May take some time. I don't know when you did it. Well, you said you just did it, so sometimes just like with any alternative healing modality, it can, or any healing modality, it can sometimes take time to acclimate within oneself. But this Queen of Swords reverse, I don't want to say it's impossible, but it can sometimes feel impossible to not hold. I don't want to say holding grudges per se, but feeling bitter about certain things about the past still. You have let go of so much and have healed from so much from your past. But there's still some things that Spirit is saying that you haven't fully let go of, that it would absolutely be in your best interest to just let go. Easier said than done. I know. So a lot easier said than done. I fully understand that. I always save the best for last. I don't know if you saw this, girl, but we have this beautiful Two of Cups card here. I think I told you, maybe I think I did, but I really feel like there is a gentleman on your horizon, Felicia. I don't know if you're ready for that right now. I know that is something that you would like eventually and are interested in. Leap. It is quantum leap. Okay, interesting. I'll have to look that up. I don't know if you're fully ready for a relationship right now, Felicia. You'll know when you're ready to take that leap, because it is taking a leap. When we start dating again, putting ourselves out there and stuff. I'm going to do it again. Oh, awesome. Yeah. Yeah, and a lot of times with those types of things, yeah, you definitely got to do it more than once. Yeah. Feeling upset at times and tired. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, and I see that here and I feel this. Yeah, I hear you. And it sounds like this would be a really excellent tonic for that. Um, We will do release, release. Yes, yeah. Just release, let go. You are such a graceful woman. You do have such grace and such a strong ability to let go and to release. And I know it is so much easier said than done. But it is really the time has come. Yeah. And then all these will be reversed or turned around, except for this one, because I do believe you got love coming into your life, girl. But yeah, only when you feel that you're really truly ready for that, for him to come into your life. Well, thank you so much, Felicia. Much love to you, girl. I appreciate you as always, and I really hope I brought you some clarity there. Miss Philomena, thank you so much for your donation. Did you have 2 questions, or did you want a 10-card reading? Just one? You got it. You got it. And I haven't been able to work out. It's so hot here. Yeah, this heat will definitely mess with our equilibrium. I say this heat as if I'm not wearing a sweater and a jacket right now. It's freezing today. I went for a really long walk this morning. Excuse me. And it was freezing. My goodness, it was so cold. So I need to work out because it's freezing. Gotta get some kinetic energy going. But yeah, that can definitely, again, with the equilibrium, the Queen of Swords reverse, it's also about balance. Your Libra, your scales are balanced. But if you see that card reversed, or if you see Justice reversed, just like when I see, the King of Swords reversed or the Star reversed, like I've got to find that balance again, regain that balance. Wonderful, wonderful, Felicia. Good to hear. Yeah. Spirits, it's just, it's confirmation that Spirit sees you, they hear you, they've got you, and things are going to get better. When do you see someone serious coming into my life? All I've been getting is younger men coming my way, and I keep turning them down. Sure. I need you to give me a time frame, Philomena. Do we want to ask by the end of this year? Do we want to ask in the next 3 months? The next 6 months? How do you want to do this? Okay, so how long are you thinking? Okay. Angels, masters, and spirit guides. I'm gonna ask if you're gonna meet someone between now and the end of this year, because I saw that in your 2025 reading, and now I just want to make sure that's still happening. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Will someone serious come into Philomena's life romantically by the end of this year? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Will someone serious come into Philomena's life by the end of the year? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Will someone serious romantically come into Philomena's life by the end of this year? Ancient masters and spirit guides, will somebody serious come into Philomena's life romantically by the end of this year? Ancient masters and spirit guides, will somebody serious come into Philomena's life romantically by the end of this year? Ancient masters and spirit guides, will somebody serious come into Philomena's life romantically by the end of this year? Ancient masters and spirit guides, will someone serious come into Philomena's life romantically by the end of this year? Ancient masters and spirit guides, will someone serious come into Philomena's life romantically by the end of this year? Ink Masters and Spirit Guides, if someone serious coming to them in this life romantically by the end of this year. Ink Masters and Spirit Guides, if someone serious coming to them in this life romantically by the end of this year. Ink Masters and Spirit Guides, if someone serious coming to them in this life romantically by the end of this year. Ink Masters and Spirit Guides, if someone serious coming to them in this life romantically by the end of this year. Ink Masters and Spirit Guides, if someone serious coming to them in this life romantically by the end of this year. Ink Masters and Spirit Guides, well, someone serious coming to them in this life romantically by the end of this year. Ink Masters and Spirit Guides, if someone serious coming to them in this life romantically by the end of this year. Six of Pentacles reversed, Strength reversed, Nine of Pentacles, the World, the Hermit reversed, the Chariot, the Wheel of Fortune reversed, Seven of Wands reversed, Page of Cups reversed, and the Moon. Okay. So, okay. I hate sounding like a broken record, Philomena, because I feel like I had this message for you last time I did a reading for you that was similar. And it is an absolute possibility. It is 100% a possible possibility. But you and it's also the way we asked the question there. We asked when someone serious will be coming into your life. The operative word being coming into your life. That's the hard part. I know that you get taught. I know guys talk to you all the time. I know your dance card's full, girl. I know you get approached by guys. They're too young, not serious. They're not what you're looking for at this time. And I don't want to say that sadly this is the case, but I do believe this is the case. The serious ones are not the type to just holler at you. You know what I mean? I've been hollered at. It happens from time to time. I do. And it's usually younger guys. Still, even though I'm older. Like, I was telling someone this the other day and they're like, really? I'm like, yeah, and they're like younger guys. Or like, you know, I don't want to say losers. I don't like to call people names, but you know what I mean? Like, they're just shooting their shot because they know they don't have a chance. But I also get approached by, just like younger, not serious people. I know what you're talking about. And it's typically the ones who approach that are not looking for something very serious. I did actually go on a date once with a guy who approached me. A little Sophie story time for half a second. When I was in college, some guy approached me. Really cute guy, fellow college student at Cal. Really smart. Asked me out on a date, just like on the BART train. It was only like 3 stops. And it was cute and romantic, and I said, sure. And we went on a date, and it was cool. But he ended up being so immature. I remember I went home that night after the date, and by the time I got home, I had 36 text messages from him saying, oh, we're going to be in love forever, this, that, and the other. I'm like, whoa. So I'm not saying that there's no quality men out there who do approach women, but it is harder to find. You want that equal balance of affections. You want that equality of desire. Someone who wants something serious just like you. And I'm seeing it from Spirit again. They're saying that you've got to efforts got to be made here beyond just living your life. If you want to, I mean, you don't, if you're not tied to seeing it happen by the end of this year, or sooner, then that's fine. But Spirit really does want to see you actively dating a little more, but in your own hands, like having more control over it. And again, I'm not telling you to go on dating apps. Like, there's other ways of doing it. And they maybe seem a little trickier because they're not as convenient as just, on our phone. But they can definitely connect. There are definitely a lot of activities that could connect you, like beyond just going out with like your friends, like getting involved with like some kind of community with like equal, like that has some similar interest as you, or even like joining a sports team or something like that. Yeah, continue putting yourself out there, because we've got this Hermit reversed and the Moon. They're saying you gotta put yourself out there, and if you're doing that, continue doing it. Because if you don't put yourself out there, no one is going to be able to see you in the light of darkness. They've got to see that you're out there and you're available. And yeah, this is what I was talking about. The guys that are approaching you, you can smell it from a mile away that they're not looking for something serious. And so they shoot their shot with you. Because that pressure isn't on them. Guys who really actually want something serious with a woman are often, reticent to just approach her, because that fear of rejection is so much more palpable when there's more seriousness placed upon it, someone mature. And that's why I see it's something that's not working for you right now. This Strength reverse and Wheel of Fortune reverse. These guys aren't doing it. It totally makes sense. Yeah, you are well on the path. Like you've cultivated yourself to be, you are exactly the type of woman who you feel a man would want. You're, the way my mom puts it is be the person who you would want to marry, or who you think who you think should, why they be married to you, like, or why they have something solid with you. You've really done it. You know yourself so well, and you know what you want. So sorry, there was noise upstairs. You know what you want so well. You've identified it very clearly. You know yourself very well, and you've done extremely well for yourself as an individual. And this is just the last piece, really. And it's not something that you're going to have to fight tooth and nail for. It's not difficult for you to find gents. My friend, it's not difficult for you at all. And so it's not going to feel, should never feel like work. Should never feel like work. Just I was mentioning it earlier. I don't know if you were listening, but I was telling another client regarding dating. Even if we do end up going on a date with someone who doesn't end up being our forever partner, we didn't waste our time. At least Spirit has always told me that we didn't waste our time in simply getting to know someone. There's definitely no harm in that, and really only growth there. Yeah, I don't know if you are, this is interesting with the World and the Page of Cups reversed. This is almost telling me that it's quite possible. Well, I'm sure, I know it's possible because we have multiple soulmates out there, but I don't know how far you'd be willing to date someone, but there may be a long distance person on the horizon for you with the World card and Page of Cups reversed. But I'm sure that's something that you've thought about deeply. How far you'd be willing to date someone, at least at first. Well, there was that guy in California. That didn't work out. But I hope that didn't put you off completely from anything that might be. I don't encourage long distance at all. The closer the better. But definitely something to also consider in terms of like radius of where you would be comfortable dating as well. Okay. So yes, that is what I'm seeing for you, Miss Philomena. Thank you very, very much. And yeah, definitely keep that Hermit reverse card. Absolutely, the Hermit reverse. Definitely, and sorry, the Hermit reverse and the Moon. totally makes sense. Absolutely continue putting yourself out there, hon. You're doing the right thing. It may not entirely manifest itself by the end of this year, but it's definitely going to get you. You're on the right path. If what you're doing is putting yourself out there, that you're on the right path. Absolutely. There's I only see good things coming from here. Okay. Thank you very much again. Okay, so I've been on for a little over 2 hours, so I'm gonna do a last call for any and all donations tonight. If you have a question that you need me to answer for you tonight, or you would like me to answer for you tonight, I should say, please let me know. And I would love to take care of you. Last call for all donations tonight. Thank you. Last call for any and all donations tonight. Thank you. All right, and with that, I'm going to call it such a fabulous, wonderful, wonderful night. Thank you all so very much, and I will likely see you all